form that people love to see or feel is the creative thought or the inner thought or innate actions from a writer, especially if you are a good observer of history or things around you. I'm sure you were able to put those things down. Okay, my guest in the studio, of course, retired from the FRCN, some 35, or at least he stayed 35 years of service. He's retired now. He was a pioneer GM Radio Nigeria Paysetter FM Mahia, that's in Abia State. Sometimes they say, civil servants, yes, you're so busy, you couldn't even write anything down. But it's out of his own tight schedule, because I know broadcasting is a very complex job. So tedious, sometimes as if you don't even have time for yourself. Talk more of your family, or even some other things. But decide to capture some of those things in his book, which he entitles Our Nation, Our Hope. Join me as I welcome this morning to the studio, Mr. James Egbuchulam. Sir, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you, and hello, viewers.
And I was just trying to catch what Egbuchulam means, because I love Nigerian names. And he said, no, I wouldn't make him do that. So I'm going to make him tell you what Egbuchulam means right now.
Give me a chance.
Okay, give me a chance. Well, you have the platform for yourself. Okay. All right, now, Our Nation, Our Hope. Well, at least I was just trying to look through some of the things you had put down. Interesting pack.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Thank you.
And your thoughts really range from various issues of the nation, economy, health, education. I'll start off with what you have captured for Sir John Macpherson. So we started well, but through lack of sufficient goodwill and tolerance, we went astray. We now have another chance, which is what the nation is having today. Funny enough, you admitted he wrote this almost 51 years ago.
Yes, Sir John Macpherson was one of the early governor-generals of Nigeria. You remember that the first general election in Nigeria was held in the dry season of 1951-52. Okay. That was the time of Sir John Macpherson. But he wasn't the best of governor-generals. You know, his constitution created problem because the Kano riot, 5th to 19th May.
But you got something interesting from him.
Yes, yes, yeah. But okay. I think he's talking to this present generation.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if I can use some of the concluding parts, if we succeed, millions will admire and be grateful. It is up to us. Nigeria can be a great and united country, so let us make it so. Now, Our Nation, Our Hope.
Yes.
What really?
If you look at the cover graphics, for instance, okay. You see the Hausa man, you see the Igbo man, you see the Yoruba man, the usual triposter. But today, you can see at the center, is you can say it, South-South. Okay. Then below, you find another scenario where the masses are not happy. Definitely. I mean, you will still find still some people jubilating. This jubilating are the sycophants who say, no wahala, nothing is happening. But when things are bad, they don't even say that. So rulers should be careful about sycophants. Okay. So the book, was presented to the public last month, 28th of September at National Center for Women Development.
Okay, so what are some of those things you wrote there? Because I know it is a 14-chapter book.
Yes.
There's several.
There are a lot of them.
Can we touch on the ones that were pressing on your mind, at least as you were working?
Certain issues, certain institutions that hold this country together should be given a chance to exist. For instance, federal government colleges known as unity colleges. Okay. For instance, JAM. Let me tell you, without some institutions like JAM, some Nigerian children wouldn't go to university. So the nation should give you hope. Then there is also, there's a chapter on broadcasting, there's a chapter on health. Our health system is in crisis. I think chapter 14 talks about health crisis. Nigeria was a signatory to the Alma Ata Declaration in September 1978. And again, we're signatory. We're one of the 189 countries that signed again in September the Millennium Development Goals, September 2000. And yet, there is health crisis. You go to the hospital, even here in Abuja, you don't even get the best. Instead, you get disappointed. So there's also things about politicians who actually look for sense. You read this book as a guide. Some of them come to Abuja here and stay 4 years. They don't remember their constituencies. But now it's election time, and they're not remembering those people. They should read this book and know how to head for them. In the book talked about the universities. This incident tried by ASU is not the best. Universities were not built to be abandoned. A university professor should profess knowledge, he should mentor. But you find our youth, for instance, in the Southeast, almost 4 months now, they're home. The technology world, the scientific world will do good for us because our students are home. No, the youth should have the right and the opportunity. When I place Nigeria in my country, It should guarantee me security.
Okay,
now opportunity.
All right. On a final note, sir, because really time is not our friend, really. But you have given an expose, so to say, on the political life and all the aspects of economy in the book. Now, what next? Yes, because I know so much are these issues weighty on your heart, and you said, okay, to put it down. Now, what next for you? I know, yes, life after retirement is very sweet because you still look 35. So let's see, what next for you? Because I know in the concluding part, there's something like a prayer. What is your charge to Nigeria, even as we have celebrated 50?
Yes.
What is your charge from now on, really?
That's a national prayer, like you said. And it says, somehow it says, let us wish honestly to rule and let rule. Let our leaders show the light. Let our children have hope now. This country should provide you hope. When you return from, you graduate, you should have the hope to have a job. Let me tell you, my dear, do you know that vacancies being advertised in many places are just mere formality? So that certain graduates wouldn't have jobs in this country. It shouldn't be so. The country should guarantee hope to our graduates, our children, So this country should offer us hope. So that you as a citizen can be part. There's no place like Nigeria.
No place like Nigeria.
Nigeria is the best country. Go out and come back. Nigeria is the best.
Thank you very much, sir. On that note, we'll say thank you so much for coming to share your thoughts with us this morning. Our nation, our hope. Of course, go out there. I'm sure there'll be copies everywhere.
Yes, even here in Abuja. Okay,
you come and pay for that advert. All right, really, our nation, our hope. Let's give hope to those things that we think we have lost. We can actually make it again, because the whole world is waiting for this great nation, really. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Mr. James Egbuchulam. I've been speaking with him for almost some minutes now, describing and exploring his thoughts, even in this book, Our Nation, Our Hope.